Hello. I heard that we were talking about post-apartheid fiction, and I wanted to show you my collection real quick. It's a small collection, but it's an amazing collection. I'm very proud of it because I enjoyed the books that I've read so far from this collection. So let me show you. The first one is this one. When Morning Comes by Arusha Raini. It's actually her debut novel. And the thing about debut novels is that I like reading authors' debut novels so that I can compare their first works with their most recent works. So I can see if there's any consistency, if there's any changes and stuff like that. I really like I don't know if it's a good thing, but I do like that. And I enjoyed this book. I read it in one sitting, which I always feel like it's a waste. You bought this book for how much, and now you're going to read it in hours? Why can't you just read bits and pieces so you can get your money's worth? But I always do that. So, um, I really liked it. Back to the book, I really liked it. So it follows the youth of 1976. It follows the students. It follows, the secret meetings leading to the main event. The main event being the protests, and I really enjoyed it. It got me wondering. It got me wanting. Wondering what it would be like to have a group of friends that are plotting against the government, like those little secret meetings. I was like, I want to be part of those. I want to have friends that are plotting against the government. But I really liked it. It's a historical fiction rooted in reality, a sad reality that is. But I really, really liked it. There's like a love story, a love affair. I really enjoyed that love affair. I really loved that love story so much. The next one, I really liked the cover. What do you think I was gonna say? I really like this book. No, I like the cover because I haven't read this book. I got it last week. I got it from my favorite secondhand bookstore. It's called White Wahala. Mm-hmm. And let me read the back so I have things to say about this book. Okay, so the book is about Cash Chabalala, who is a notoriously brutal moneylender and snazzy dresser who operates in Scottsville, Soweto, from a kiosk he calls the Last Hope Financial Service. Unashamedly violent when the need arises, Cash's willingness to lend money where reputable banks fear to tread has earned him a reluctant but steadily clientele. Okay. The conflict between Cash and Nicholson and the Nicholson family cleverly exposes the seeping wounds that still bedevil South African interactions 2 decades after the end of apartheid, forcing both communities to recognize the harsh realities of their past. Now that I really like. There's this phenomenon called the honeymoon literature, which I don't know how to feel about it. Honeymoon literature is when they it has a lot of the elements of the TRC, and basically it's when they do that whole let's get together, let's hold hands, the Rainbow Nation, da da da. I hate that. I hate that because it glosses over the problems, it glosses over the hardships that and the effects of apartheid that people are still suffering till today. So fiction that confronts that, I love it, and I can't wait to read it. Probably gonna read it in one day. Knowing me, probably gonna, and it has huge for. Oh my god, I'm gonna finish this in hours. Anyways, let's get to my favorite ones. So I have those two, and they are the last ones. Um, they look kind of similar. And they're by my favorite author. One of my favorite authors is Nick Mhlongo, whom I think he's amazing. And I think this post apartheid fiction is his thing. And I used to think I'm the only one that thought that until I read this part. Nick Mhlongo is one of the most high spirited and irreverent new voices of South Africa's post apartheid literary scene by the New York Times. Clock that. I really like this books. I really like this books, and I'm holding them together because they are similar. They're similar in the covers and they're also similar in the stories because the main characters are students. Yeah, the main characters are students. The other one is not a student anymore, but the big part of the story is him being a student. So I really, really like that. It has elements of, post apartheid life, township life, and I really appreciate the things that I could resonate with as a South African. But I really like this, and they are both a 10. I wasn't mad when I realized that. Hold on. Aren't those books the same? They are very similar. They follow a very similar storyline. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. I probably normally I would be mad, but I wasn't mad, and I really, really liked them. I really did. So this are the books. This are the babies. This are I really liked them and I want to get more, specifically post apartheid fiction, that does not gloss over the effects of apartheid that people are still suffering. I really like watching a movie that dissects those effects and those horrible, horrible things. I don't think the way to go about fixing horrible things is glossing over them. I am not one for that. I'm not a fan of that. I think you have to confront the issue, and literature that confronts post apartheid literature that confronts the effects of apartheid or the harmful nature of those effects. I really really like that and I really enjoy that. It is a shame. It is a shame that that is our reality, that we are constantly fixing the things that apartheid did to our nation, but we can't gloss over them. We can't just rainbow nation over them. I'm sorry, but I hate that word. I hate that word. But nonetheless, for thank you for watching. I will talk to you next time.